I got it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Live with Brink of Speed. Welcome back. Today, I have some good news. We have neighbor Mark back with us.
I don't know if that's good or bad. Maybe good. We'll see.
But we had Paul from Racer X last week, and we really enjoyed having him.
Yeah.
But we're happy to have you back.
He was amazing. Racer X was cool. I got to learn a lot from him. It was good. Yeah. So I have big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your neighbor Mark, man, you got all of it.
Yeah.
All right, so first of all, we are going to let Darren go over the weekly giveaway. And
yeah, so this week, super excited to be able to offer everyone in the chat a chance to win. We've got 2 different t-shirts, one from Wheel Designers and one from Vossen Wheels. This comes from our sponsor for the week, which is Wheel Designers. Jose there, he's your guy to talk to. I bought several sets of wheels from him. I know a couple people in the chat have as well. Great guy. If you're looking for wheels for your Corvette, give him a shout. And side note, because I've been looking for tires, if you need tires, get on it. They're hard to get.
yeah,
They're hard to get.
Really.
Yeah. Let me show these shirts real
Sure.
quick and the stickers.
Got some stickers. And
Just so that people can see what they're going to win this week. So this is the first shirt, and that is from Wheel Designers.
Very nice.
And this is the Vossen shirt. And this one's pretty neat.
That
This
is neat.
Yeah, that's got a really cool logo on the front.
On the back is really cool.
Yeah, and then the back we've got
Yeah.
very cool.
and they're nice shirts too.
Yeah, very nice shirts, and then there's some stickers here from them, a couple of things. So, pretty cool stuff. Next, I want to go over the monthly giveaway, and this is from C8 Vet Parts Online. And as you know, these are the side engine covers. Obviously, there's going to be 2 of them. Right now, we just have 1, but the neat thing is this is painted white underneath. If you have a white car, it's going to look really cool. If you want to get this painted after the fact, it's pretty easy to just get this part redone, and then it'll show through on an angle, as you'll see here when you're looking at it.
That's like what we installed in your car, right?
That's
Where
right.
You see it from the angle. You can
Yep.
see the white, or
Instead of it being
yours
red,
was
it's
red
white.
or white.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Nice,
nice.
super high
Yes.
quality for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yep.
It's awesome.
Very
I
Yep.
love that.
So, the title of the video is, did GM just tell us the C8 Z06 price is coming soon? And we originally actually had some notes written down about, you know, pricing and things, and then GM just dropped this in our lap this afternoon.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool that they did this because it kind of answered some questions that we already had about when we might see pricing for the new Z06. So we're pretty excited about the new video. We're going to show you some footage from it in a little bit. But real quick, let me just say hello to a couple of people here. Doug, how's it going? Aaron, what's up? Rob, Dale, KT, and Bill. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Also, Everjeff. So, anyway, let's go ahead and
By the way,
move
when
on.
did those videos come out? Did they just come out today?
Literally an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, when I looked at them, I didn't know if they had been there for a couple of days or not.
No, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah,
No,
very
they're brand
exciting.
new. So, again, it ties into what we were going to go over. I wanted to go over the difference between the 2022 price and the 2023 pricing. I don't know if all of you are aware of this, but right when the 2023 was announced, they added $1,000 to it right off the bat. But just last week, they decided to add another $2,300. There was a lot of people that were not happy about that. They said it was, you know, gouging,
Well, not
greed, all of the above. That's not the case. It is everything to do with inflation and supply chain and getting their parts from their suppliers and those costs going up. And I explained that in the latest video that I did about it, but wanted to reiterate that here now. And Darren's put together some really cool notes here on what the difference is from inflation in 2019 all the way till now. And it is a really big difference, and that's going to affect everything. It's not just going to affect, you know, the car itself. It's going to affect all the different manufacturers that GM has to go to build the car.
Right, as we saw too, just last week, I think it was a day or two before GM made their announcement, Tesla came out 4% increase as well.
Yes.
So,
4%.
you know, the model years for 2023 typically will kick in to the consumers September.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're probably just haven't seen what's going to unfold. But what we tried to do is, I just went back to 2019, just so you could get an idea of, okay, what was the inflation rate in 2019, 2020. So 2019, the inflation rate as measured by the U.S. government was 1.8%.
Oh, no.
Okay, so 1.8%, no biggie. 2020, 1.2%. And of course, that's when the Stingray first came on the market and really shocked people with the pricing as far as being on the low end.
Yeah.
Because what was a 1 LT coupe was what, 59?
59,995.
And everyone was like, there's no way you can get this car for under 6
Yeah.
grand. And you did, you could.
Yeah.
Right.
2021 was 4.7%. Where it really, I think, set some alarms off. This was just last month, May of 2022, just for this year to date, 8.6%.
Yeah.
So when we tie it back to GM's $2,300 price increase, that's 3.65%. So when you look at the inflation rate and the increase the last 3 years, it's in line. We shouldn't be surprised.
What
And-
percentage is that then, if you do the numbers? Come on, Jacob. What's the numbers?
No, we
What
don't.
percentage? What's the percentage increase? 2,400 from 80.
No, 3.8%.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
3.8%.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
I was wondering
So
what you were asking.
3.8%. Okay. Then if you add all the other
Well,
options.
so no, I
then-
built a
okay.
hypothetical car,
Okay.
assuming some of the options that we know are going up, the seat belts, the brake calipers, the black exhaust,
Yeah.
kind of the standard options a lot of people are going to get. And it raises it, you get sort of close to 4%
Okay.
increase.
Yeah.
All right.
I built a hypothetical car as well before the 2,300 increase and all the rest of the increases. It came up to about 87,000, and now it's 91,000
Yeah.
with all those increases.
Yeah, the
Same
build,
exact.
build on my car is 90,400.
Mm-hmm.
So that's before. And I guess after this, maybe we can talk about the whole topic of are your price safe on that if you already have an order in with a dealer? But maybe we can talk about that later after we talk
Yeah,
about
but
all
here's
the
a question
prices.
for you, Mark.
Is it
Because
locked in?
you have a 3LT, right?
Yeah.
With the price change, would you still have gotten a 3LT today?
Yeah.
You would. You'd
Yeah.
pay the extra
Yeah.
3,000.
Because
So
now-
you'd be 93, 94.
I'm getting it for the particular feature that I want in it, which is I have to get the 3LT to
Stitching.
get the red stitching on the inside.
Yeah.
So I have to get that. So
Yeah.
you know, I'm already there, I guess.
And I don't remember what the percentage was that I said. I think 80% is what I said in my last video about it. But I think a huge amount of customers are not going to change their mind on 3LT or Z51 or, you know, one of the big options just because of this raise. They already have the money to buy the car.
Well,
They're going to get what they want.
and with the constraints, a lot of people are getting forced into the Z51 that didn't necessarily want it, but they're being told that they want their car and they want MagRide.
Right.
The only chance that happens is if you have Z51. Although there's been some conversations the last week or two where some people are getting MagRide on a
Right.
non-Z51 car, so it's possible.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Well, according to Rick, Conti, and some others, the allocations that they got before it was locked out. If you wanted MagRide, you had to get Z51, and not all the Z51 cars were going to get it.
Right.
Well, they just came out with a certain percentage, it was like 15 to 30% of the 15 to 30%. You got to look at the exact numbers there, and I guess it's different for each dealer, maybe. But they said that I can now. So I wasn't thinking I was getting my car, but now I'm in the running, because it says you can get certain number of non-Z51 cars with MagRide. So I was kind of happy. Yeah.
Well, I was surprised when I looked at the numbers just from last year. 70% of the cars were Z51.
Yeah.
That was a little bit bigger than I thought, to be honest.
That is huge. I never thought it would be that high. I thought it might be 40 or 50%.
And then my numbers, these are rough numbers, but for 1LT, 2LT, 3LT, 20% was 1LT, 47% 2LT, and 33% 3LT.
That's for 2022 build.
Yeah.
That's
And then hardtop versus coupe.
52% over
52,
48.
48, which
Yeah.
I'm not really surprised because both of us, we have the convertible, and I don't think we'd go back. It's a
Yeah.
Yeah.
pleasant option.
Yes, it is.
You will not be disappointed.
Right.
Yeah, if I go back to the coupe, I don't know how much yeah. But yeah, so I mean, I'm really excited that I can get, now I'm back on even though I was on the dealer list, like 7,537, whatever it was. I've been on that list with that dealer for 18 months now. And I'm down to a low number, but I was really thinking I wasn't even in the game anymore
You're gonna have to
because
wait
I was gonna have to wait for
what
them
you
to
want.
release Mag Ride, but it sounds like they're really, but then the place was closed on Friday. They closed the plant on Friday because
Oh,
they
yeah,
ran out of
yeah,
parts.
yeah.
I'm
It's
thinking maybe
it'll come back up.
they ran out of Mag Ride parts, maybe.
Yeah, they say it was supply constraints that caused them to close down, but at least they did open Monday morning.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If you look at the production numbers from the Thursday and the Wednesday before that, they were only in like the 80s and 90s, not 180.
Right.
So yeah, so it's very concerning. Every day is different, right? But
What's your first impressions, Mark? Because you're not a black exhaust or a black wheel guy.
they make wheels in black? What? What, really?
And didn't the chrome option of the emblems go substantially up? That could be a big
Yeah,
marker for
I think they went up $100.
Oh, I thought it was a bigger move. Like
No,
that.
I didn't go. I have all my stuff is on my car's black because I do like the black accents on that.
Mm-hmm.
The Spectra Gray Trident wheels. It's got black and silver in it, and I really like those new
20-spoke.
the 20
I
spoke.
think they look really good.
They look really nice.
They're
yeah.
very similar to the C8 Z06 wheel
Yeah.
if you compare them. But I did notice something on them that on the spoke near the bottom, it actually looks like the C8 logo. It's kind of cool.
Okay, so this is a question from Rob. He asked the same question that we can talk about a little bit later after we talk about prices. But the price increase was announced. Do you think I pay the agreed to or the 2023 price? We'll talk about that, right? We'll talk about whether it's a sold retail order or if it's a stock order from the dealership.
Well, yeah,
but
it depends on what is.
depends on the
dealers with the
dealership.
dealership.
So,
Yeah,
but let's
it all
keep
depends.
talking about those tire wheels because those 20 spoke wheels don't only come in black, but they come in like
Several different
a machined face, kind of like my Spectra Gray wheels. So that is the wheel I would probably, if I could change,
That causes the price to go up, I think, $500 or $600.
Yeah.
The black wheels are $1,000.
Oh, really? It's more for the.
Oh yeah.
Really? I didn't know.
Yeah, they're 15, I think, 15 or 1600.
Yeah, because nobody wants black wheels. No,
Yeah.
just kidding.
So one thing that's,
it has a two-tone look to it, like the Spectra Gray wheels. So I really like that, and I'm interested to see it in person.
so Mike and I both heard and saw the car with the black exhaust, the new 2023
Yeah.
black exhaust. And Mike pointed out something that I didn't even realize. I had heard the car start in a couple revs.
Yeah.
And my initial impression was, wow, that sounds really good. I was like, wow, something's different there. And then Mike pointed out later, he goes, yeah, the design's different. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I zoomed in on the picture, sure enough. So they changed the shape of the exhaust. And I don't think most people, I didn't realize that. It has it's a bigger look.
On the standard
Yeah.
Stingray,
But
it's a different
here's
exhaust.
one caveat that I hated to see. The normal non-black tipped exhaust is still the same.
Yeah, it's still the same. But what
It's chrome,
maybe
chromish.
somebody,
It's chrome, right?
Yeah, but I
Like
mean,
chrome, yeah.
if they're going to change the design of the black tip, why wouldn't they change the design
Right.
of the chrome tip? It just wouldn't be blacked out. But
So-
they didn't. They left
And is
the
it a
same.
flat black paint? Is it a
No,
black
no, it's a
chrome?
black
No, it's a
chrome.
shiny-
Black
It's like a
chrome.
black chrome.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
black chrome.
I'm sure that looks real nice.
It does. It looks amazing.
No, it looks good. I was just,
Yeah.
I'm surprised, like you said, that they didn't just change all the exhaust.
Yeah, because
But
it sounds better.
it sounds
So
better, but-
why wouldn't they make them all the same?
Maybe they had for supply reasons to just,
Here's one thing.
New
though.
supplier, yeah, maybe new suppliers making those tips,
Could
maybe.
be.
It could be, but the interesting thing is you do have to click on the performance exhaust to get the black tips.
Oh.
So maybe I'm
Oh,
wrong
okay.
about something. Let me just clarify this. Maybe if you get the performance exhaust but don't click the black tips, you still get the new exhaust look. And maybe what I saw was a non-performance, non-NPP exhaust
And maybe,
that was on a 2023 that didn't have the.
Carrie,
So,
Carrie, I'm
that
with
makes
you.
sense.
Chrome wheel Carrie. I like what Carrie said.
Chrome
yeah.
or go home.
Says I like chrome wheels for my car.
So-
and it would be cool to drive around with the windows down and back glass down.
Real quick, one thing I forgot to do on this monthly thing was tell you guys how you can win it. So I just want to go over that briefly. The way that you win the monthly giveaway always is for super chat or with super chats. So every $5 that you give on a super chat gets you one entry. So just wanted to make you aware of that. We appreciate all of the support when you guys do give us the super chat. So thank you so much for that.
Who said that about me? Chrome and on the way to retirement home matches my walker. Shut up. Who said that? Who's
That was apparently me.
Oh.
I must have typed that in my sleep. Jacob, you bad man over there.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
So I think there's a graphic that we want to pull up now just to go over the price difference and increase from the 2022 to the 2023. So if you guys haven't seen this yet, we're going to be able to show you exactly what the differences are as we go over it. If you want to pull that up for us.
So it was $2,300 increase on each
All
base
bases.
model, on each
Yeah.
one of them.
Regardless of Cooper.
Regardless of Cooper Convert, it was $2,395 or something,
Right,
or
right.
$2,400.
And there's several other options that went up $100. Popular options.
What? Okay, are you gonna pull it up? I don't want to talk about it till he gets it pulled up.
Yeah. Is it up? Okay. All right, so as you can see, first of all, we've got the coupes, 1LT through 3LT, and just look at the difference here. You know, 63,295 to 65,595. Now the 3LT is all the way up to 77,000 from 75. And if you remember, in 2020, the 3LT was like 71, I believe, if my memory serves me. It was either 71 or 72. So it's gone up a lot since 2020. And then we swing over to the convertible, and the convertible, $84,000 just for the
That's
3LT.
before you do any option.
Before you
Nothing.
do any options.
It's a bone stock 3LT.
So that you know, that's some major price increases. And then if you know,
what
scroll
about
on.
the front lift? If you go back to that front lift, how much did the front lift go up to?
Well, and I wanted to talk about the front lift because to me, this doesn't make sense. I would think that mag ride would be more expensive than the front lift. What do you guys think? Does it make sense to you that the front lift is more expensive?
I mean, whoever makes it obviously feels it is because,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a mechanical. There's no, I don't know.
I would think that mag ride, I mean, I've always thought that mag ride is worth more.
You could justify the mag ride increase and get
Yeah.
people. The front
Yeah.
lift, I think you start losing people on the front lift at $2,500.
Yeah, I mean, because a lot of
Because it
people,
started at
here's the
22,
thing.
right?
When I first got my car, I had so many comments that told me I was wrong to get the front lift. You don't need a front lift with a Corvette. You don't need a front lift. So if GM keeps raising it, you know, it went from, I think, $1,600 when I bought it. I think it was 16
Yeah,
or
it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
now it's $2,500. It's almost $1,000 more. I would rather spend more on mag ride than a front lift, and I think you guys will probably agree. Let us know in the comments, but I think that's
If you're trying to make up your almost $3,000 and find a way to, you drop the front lift.
yeah, easy.
Unless it depends. Though some people, it's a deal breaker whether they get the car or not. Just get
Sure.
into their garage. So
Sure, yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and it also depends on whether you get a Z51 or not, because the Z51 does sit a little bit lower, especially
True.
with that front splitter.
When you get
But-
new wheels, because I know you get wheels usually for a
You
car,
actually-
how does that impact your front lift?
That's actually Mike and I are going to do a video on that soon. I've got some pictures of it and some measurements. You do gain almost an inch, and then on my hypersonic gray car,
Yeah.
I lowered it an inch.
Yeah,
But here's the thing, and we probably know it. Some of the viewers know it. If you have a mag ride car, regardless if it's
Yeah.
a Z51,
Yeah.
if you have mag ride, you have coil adjustment of almost an inch front and rear.
Yeah,
coil adjustment. You
So
mean
you can adjust the car down almost an inch.
manually go in with
Well,
a
yeah,
wrench?
yeah,
Wrench,
yeah,
yeah.
wrench.
Really? Okay.
So for me, that would be a reason I would always get mag ride because if you're because you can just adjust your
Yeah.
suspension depending on what
Right.
kind of wheels you get.
I didn't. Yeah.
Now a lot of
interesting.
people don't adjust even if they do the bigger wheels, and it looks fine. It's just you have an inch, you can bring it back down to get it to the
Yeah.
factory.
Okay.
Sure. Sure. So yeah, that one kind of confused me on there.
Now Tony Craig came across here with a question about
Sure.
the NPP exhaust.
Mhm.
Did that go up or did that stay the same? I
Performance
think it was the
exhaust.
same.
The NPP.
Is it
I
$14.99
think
or did it go
No,
up
no, no, no.
$100?
It was $11.95, I think, at the beginning of 2023. It
That's
went up
right.
to $12.95.
That's right.
I believe they raised that $100. So it's not much different.
Yeah,
You're gonna
Bob
pay-
says MagRide is freaking awesome. You can
Yeah.
tell the difference, but if you don't get MagRide, or if that, I mean, it's still a very nice.
Absolutely.
It's still a very nice.
100%. I agree.
But the MagRide, it should be a standard option where we don't have to decide. It should just be something they make you get and you pay for it.
Right. What's interesting is the black tips. I remember right when that pricing came out,
Oh, yeah.
you yourself said, wow, that's only $200.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
But now it's $395. Thank you so much, Gary. We really appreciate it. And you have one entry into the side engine covers. Thank you so much. Super stickers work as well. That's a super sticker. So any super chat or super sticker will work. Let's see.
So again, there's another question. Do you agree front lift is not necessary in a Stingray? It doesn't matter about the Stingray. It matters about your driveway.
That's
If
right.
you got to get up your driveway, I need front lift every single time because
Yeah.
every time I get close to it, it raises me up an inch and I don't scrape.
Right.
Or it doesn't scrape when I go into this one restaurant that I know that it's always
Yeah,
a bigger
speed
thing.
Bumps,
Speed
some
bumps.
Garages. It definitely gives you a little bit of peace of mind.
Yeah.
It takes, because my previous C7 that was lowered, get a little anxiety out there pulling.
A
in
little
somewhere.
bit,
Ooh,
yes.
I'm
Yep.
angled in there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it's worth it if you're really building out your car and you want to get it the way you want it. But
I have that front splitter on it too, Tony. So I that's not technically lowering it, but it makes it a little bit further out from
Oh,
the
yeah,
nose.
it does,
so
yeah.
you're more likely to tap that or touch that. So
I use it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
in my new place, I actually have an alleyway behind it, and I have to use it just to pull out of the garage.
put it this way:
So-
will you regret getting it, or will you regret
No.
not getting it? You'll
Yeah.
regret not getting it. You'll never regret getting it. God, what did I do with that?
Right.
13.
Well-
how much is it again? How much is the front lift?
no, it's
2,500 now.
Oh, forget it. Get rid of that front lift. No.
Actually, it's almost 2,600.
Yeah. That's,
Thank you so
it's
much,
a bit
Diego.
much. It is a
Appreciate
lot.
the super sticker. That's 2 entries for you. And by the way, I don't know if you told them how to win the weekly giveaway this week.
well, we hadn't really said actually.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if we were going to keep it the same as last week or.
No, let's make a little. Let's change it up because we talked
Okay.
about doing Mark's mileage on his car.
Oh yeah, we did. Yes, so that's
So
it.
that's what we should do.
So everybody knows
We gotta
that
get a little
this
back.
guy
When did
has.
you buy the car? It was September 2021.
Yes.
September 2021, I took delivery like October 1st.
And the
Yeah.
dealership's about 60 miles from our house.
Yeah, so I've like 160 miles. I know.
So we want to know.
It
in
killed
the
me. I was going to
comments-
trailer at home, but no.
We want to know in the comments how many miles Mark has on his car as of today.
And how
And
many
then-
how many months has it been? October,
It's been
November, December,
close to a
January,
year.
February, March, April, May, June. Yeah,
Yeah,
9 months.
9 months. So he better have 2,000 miles on it. If he has less than 2,000 miles, he's gonna have a garage queen tattoo on him.
Second,
When he leaves here.
second garage queen.
So yeah, let's hear everyone's best guess.
Yeah, put it down. in
And
the
what do they
comments
win?
below.
What do they
Yeah, put it in
win?
the
What is
comments.
this now? What are they winning?
This is for our t-shirts
the
and
t-shirts and the
Oh,
stickers.
for the t-shirts.
We have
Yeah.
designers swag pack.
Is
Yeah.
it like nobody over? It can't go over, so it has to be
No,
under.
we're not gonna do prices.
Whoever's the
right.
closest.
The closest. Whoever's
Yeah.
the closest to my mileage on my car.
There's some guesses.
Wow,
Oh.
Scott 501.
There you go.
He's hung out with Mark before.
Yeah.
Scott, don't tell him. Don't say anything.
So Mark, what I want you to
Nick.
do right now
Yeah.
is I want you to write down the mileage on your paper.
All right.
So that way, at the end of the show, he'll hold that piece of paper up on the camera and show what the mileage is. And I'm not going to react to it. I can see what it is, but I'm not going to react. Good guesses, guys. Thanks for putting them down in the comments. All right, so I want to move on a little bit to the Z06 because I know you guys all came here to hear about the Z06 and the price. So as you know, I get on the Mid-Engine Corvette forum a lot. And real quick, thank you to my thumbs up squad for already smashing the thumbs up button. I hugely appreciate all of those thumbs up. If you haven't smashed it yet, please do so. It lets YouTube know that you're enjoying this content and really helps us out. But anyway, I get on the Mid-Engine Corvette forum all the time, and John is an excellent source of information, and he put an article up yesterday talking about that there's a lot of rumors going around about the Z06 that are 100% false and incorrect. So he wanted to clear those up, but he also wanted to let us know where we stand with Z06 pricing. And I made a video about this quite a while ago that he had stated that he thought it would either be on the 16th of this month because of the Le Mans race and announced there, or the 30th of this month because in June of 1953, June 30th is when they brought out the first Corvette. They announced it.
Oh.
So he thought that would be a really good time for them to announce the price of the Z06. Now, as of yesterday, he thinks that still could happen, but with talks that he's had, with his inside engineers at GM, he's thinking maybe it could be the first or second week of July that we get the pricing, but he truly believes it's coming very soon. And also, like, excuse me, I said in my last video, GM is waiting as long as they possibly can to set that pricing in cement.
So why is that, Mike?
Well, because...
Why are they waiting? Let's get it out there.
Well, they have to, because they want to make sure that they don't get screwed over with a lower price than what their suppliers are going to charge them at the time that they release. So they're pushing it as far out as possible.
All right.
Because they said every single day their suppliers are raising prices.
Every single day.
Every single day.
All right.
So it also goes back to the May number, 8.6% to be exact increase.
Yeah.
I'm sure that caused a lot of meetings at the executive level at GM, right?
Absolutely.
We're
And I can verify this. Being in the roofing industry, we have the same problem. Our suppliers, not just my company's suppliers, the company that supplies all roofing companies, raise their pricing on a weekly and monthly basis right now. And they have been for over a year. So when we lock in our material for a roof, we're not locking in the price. Now, we give our customers a locked-in price for a certain amount of time if they sign a contract with us to do it, but we're able to do a little bit differently than what GM is able to do. Either way, though, we have the same problem. So I know for a fact that this is true, that GM is going through this, and they're doing the best they can right now to ensure that they have a comfortable price for themselves, and then hopefully it'll be, a decent price for us.
Yeah, I don't think they want to stop with production either.
No.
They want to have everything lined up to really start getting some cars out. Will they be the numbers that we want? Probably not.
Right.
But they want to have probably a steady,
So
whatever that car number is per week that they get out
Yes.
of the 06s.
So if pricing comes out first week of July, when's production start? When can you start ordering them from the dealership? When can you actually enter orders into the dealership?
He actually gave a date. My mind is not bringing it to me right now, but I believe it was a week after we get the price that he believes that we will be able to start ordering.
Okay.
And then from my inside source, the production start date is now the 27th of August. It was moved back 5 days instead of the 22nd. That's not going to really hurt things too much. But again, they probably needed that extra cushion for some reason.
Really? So production late August?
Yes. So as I stated before, Harlan Charles at the Bash promised everybody a couple of things. He promised everybody that they were staying true with their summer Z06 delivery. So he reminded everybody that the end of summer is the 21st of September, okay? And then number two, he promised that no one would order the Z06 price blind.
Right.
He promised that we would have pricing before we order. That way we're not just saying, you know what, we don't care what it costs, we want this. No, we will know exactly what it costs. But here's one thing that we haven't discussed yet, and that is the options on a Z06. I've always thought that this one was going to cost more than the options on the Stingray. Well, now I really think those are going to cost
100%.
a lot more. I've always thought that the convertible would probably go up to around maybe 10 grand instead of 7,500. Now I really think that's probably going to happen. the Z07 used to be like 8,500, I think, on the old Z06. Now it wouldn't surprise me if it's over 10 grand for Z07. So little things like that. We don't have mag ride to deal with. It automatically comes with mag ride. Front lift may be $3,000 instead of 20.
What would be the justification though, to be able to charge more on the Z06 for a convertible or the front lift, where it's basically the same function?
Yeah, I think it's just because it's the
They
better
can,
model.
because
I
they,
think can.
because they can.
Yeah.
It's,
See, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm on board.
I could be
I just-
completely wrong. You know, I just think that that's what my mind was telling me. That's what, you know, I didn't hear anything.
Because I bought them. That car is coming with 2120 tires.
Yes.
Those tires are way more expensive
Oh, especially the
than the old
rears.
2019.
Yes.
Those 345, 2125.
Oh, really?
Those are probably $800, $900 retail.
Really?
Well, I can tell you right now
Okay.
that my rear tires are 22 inches, and they're 335s, and they were 630 a piece.
When you go up, when you start getting to
you want to know why I drive very few miles? Right there.
Well, yours are a lot less expensive
Okay.
because you got 20s in them.
How much are my tires?
Yours are probably
400?
400 a piece.
400 a piece? All right.
Yeah, 350, 400.
Yeah, but
So can we go back to the time? I was going to go back to the timelines. You say they're going to be, Harlan Charles says summer, it's a summer car, right? They're going to produce them by late August. Summer ends September 21st. I remember when they first started making Stingrays, there was a QC hold on at the factory.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't just start shipping them out
No.
to dealers. They were like
So you're wanting
kind
to
of
know when they'll
watching
be
them.
shipped?
So if they're going to do a month-long QC on those,
Yeah.
I don't think they will.
QC?
I think they've probably overcome that because of
a new
all the time. Yeah, but here's the thing: like the Z06 was supposed to come out last year. It was
Yeah.
supposed to be a 2021. That was a 2022 model.
yeah.
So they've already pushed it a whole year back. Now they're pushing it from spring to fall, where you were going to be able to, well, from spring to summer, where you're
Yeah.
going to be able to order it. So with all of that timing that has been pushed back, I think they're going to give us a very short QC time, especially because now the C8, the QC time is super short.
Super short for the
So I
regular
really
Stingray.
think, yeah, I really think it's going to be probably right around there. I know it's a new engine. I know, you know, there's a lot of new things, but I think they've had a lot of time with it.
A lot of
and
time to
it'll be
test,
short.
for
yeah,
sure.
The bottom line is the car's coming, it's coming soon. I mean, Mike and I, we couldn't text each other fast enough when we saw the videos today. And, you know, a lot of things happened today, which we haven't talked about yet. Today was the start of the NFT auction
Right.
for the minted green car. And we did the math based on, you know, current market Ethereum levels. It equates to about $240,000 starting bid. So that actually should be another contest we should do. What is that car?
What's
sell
that
for?
going to go sell for?
Yeah,
I don't know. Chime in, give some. I don't know. Jacob says $3
well,
million.
I think Jacob is right because
I don't think it's $3 million, but I don't know. What do I know?
the way I look at it, and you know, I could be completely wrong in this thinking, but the way I look at it is it's a one-of-one car. People with Ethereum usually have a crap load of Ethereum, and they're probably going to spend more on that than Rick Hendrick did on the first Z06, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
I think we could see 4 million, but I could be way off. Thank you, J Rod, for your $5. We really appreciate it, and we're going to read your comment right now. Go ahead, Mark.
Once they release pricing, can you walk into any Chevy dealer and order one? And can the dealership mark up an order? Well, I've been waiting 18 months for my Stingray, so you'll be waiting about 18 years to order a Z06. So good luck on
Yeah.
that one. If you're not on a list, you ain't
They
getting
can
one.
mark it up. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, they
but
can do whatever they want.
They will
and
mark it up, yeah.
Right now, unfortunately, you're in really bad shape if you're not already on a list. And him and I have been on a list for almost 2 years now. Actually, you've been on it for 2 years. In August, I will have been on my list for 2 years. So it's not a good situation if you're not on a list yet.
Yeah, if you haven't done your homework, I was lucky to get on another list, and I have a contract for MSRP.
Yeah.
Most people don't have that.
Right.
Most people just have a sheet that says that
The sold retail order,
you're committed
not
to buying
guaranteed.
a car at some point,
Yeah.
and it even says price TBD.
yeah. And most of the dealers will admit, if you want your $1,000 or $5,000 back, I'll give it to you back in a
Oh,
second.
heartbeat, yeah.
In a heartbeat, they'll give it back. So if you got money down on a car,
Yeah.
Well, we've had some, Mike and I, and we've got some friends that were on some big name dealerships. And this is going back a year and a half ago, we were all talking. I was like, man, you guys are in pretty good shape sitting where you, because they already put deposits in.
Mm-hmm.
And then about, I guess it was, 8 and 10 months ago, we started getting the phone calls. Oh,
Yeah.
we've decided to sell at market price. What's market price?
We don't know what
We
that
don't
is
know
yet.
yet.
Yeah.
But market price is sounding like 50,000 over sticker.
Yep.
Based
Yeah.
on, but you know what though, it's gonna be interesting, NFT, if it gets stupid money, maybe people, maybe it's 100,000 over is the norm. And then also I think, once the car is out on the streets, what does it do on the track, right? That's what we all wanna know.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
And if
We
it
don't know yet.
truly is toe to toe with GT3s and
Right.
the 458 Ferrari,
And I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to talk about Porsche and GT3 just reminded me of that. And Jacob over there too. So I have some news for you guys about Porsche, and I think this could trickle down to the rest of the manufacturers. I really hope it goes to GM as soon as possible to help us out with the Z06 issue. But I have a really good friend that works at a Porsche dealership, and one of the high up executives from Porsche came to his dealership last week and met with the GM and stated to them that they are no longer allowed. I mean, they're allowed to sell the car for whatever they want, but they're going to be extremely penalized for selling the car for over MSRP. This dealership has been doing this for a long time. It's doing it even more nowadays, but it's been selling certain models well over MSRP. And he stated that Porsche is cracking down hard and they are going to be severely penalized. And it's the same type of situation that GM came out and said they were going to do, only GM hasn't done it yet. But they said they're going to take all of their allocations for that particular model and give it to another Porsche dealership that is not marking them up. So I thought that was really good news. He said they were dead serious, and their GM has already come to them and said, we're changing our ways. We're not going to be able to do this anymore because we're going to get in big trouble with Porsche. So I think that could trickle to GM, and that would help a lot of us out.
With GM, they came out with that letter, right, and said they're going to do that,
But also
and we've heard nothing
from
since
a
then.
GM dealer standpoint, when have they ever been able to make 50,000 over sticker on a car? This
Yeah.
is like a
Yeah, this is a
golden
brand new
age
thing.
for
Yeah,
them. I
it
mean,
is.
Yeah.
You're right.
I
Yeah.
mean, some of these dealerships that get real numbers, that's a lot of money on the table for them to upcharge.
Yes.
So
The last time that happened at a Chevy dealership was when? 1978. They were
With
selling
your
my
pace car?
$13,000 pace cars for $35,000. They were doubling the price on the car,
Yeah.
and they were getting them. And now those people can't even sell
yeah,
them
you can't
for.
sell yours this thing.
There's a lot of them with plastic wrap on it,
But
so
regardless,
it's not
though,
like
it goes back to what you said, Mark. If you're not already on the list,
yeah.
you're not going to get one MSRP.
Right.
And the secondary market, we'll see, right? I mean, obviously it depends on how the economy holds up in the next 6 to 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I think once it hits the track and we see how it performs against these cars in the big name tracks, the Nürburgring, the Coda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are waiting on that. I know one in particular is really wanting to know what this car is going to do on the track.
John, your contract states MSRP. What is it? A contract for Stingray or for Z06? If it's for Stingray, that's fine. A lot of dealerships.
No, it could be Z06. Mine says that too.
Does it?
Yeah, it could be.
But
Absolutely.
if it's verbal,
If he gets a Z06 for MSRP, I guess that's good for him.
if you have a verbal MSRP, it just, I mean, they can do whatever because we've seen it with other dealers. So.
Yeah.
So Mr. Media 636 says we should start a site and a petition. Hey, if we got millions of people, it probably wouldn't be millions, but it'd probably be hundreds of thousands of people that would petition for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
That might help. Send that to a local Chevy dealership and GM. Who knows?
But the problem is, it's not just, this isn't GM's problem.
Yeah.
This is Ford, this
That's
is
true.
Dodge. I mean, look at the TRXs, the Broncos.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know what though? Seriously,
Every
go buy a brand new Ford F250, F350. You're gonna pay 15, 10 over sticker.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's really everywhere.
I was looking at a Ford Bronco Sport. You know, it's the $30,000 sticker.
You know, that was my number one car. I thought was hideous a week ago.
My wife was liking it, and she goes, "It looks like the old Escape, right?
Right. That's what I said.
Boxier Escapes before they turned them into the egg shape." But they said that's $35,000. I'm like, wait, the sticker says 30,000.
Really? 5,000 over on that car?
5,000 over on the Bronco Sport. And I said, well, why? Well, we're giving you more for your trade-in. I'm like, yeah, but that's different. You're also selling it for more. Your cost did not go up for that Bronco Sport. You bought it from Ford for this price. You're just tacking on. So anyway, but you're right. It's at all dealerships for all cars.
Yeah.
You can't go in a dealership now and buy a car for MSRP.
Even the fact that we're all talking about, we would be so happy to buy MSRP.
I know.
It's crazy.
The last 2 years is the only time I bought a car at MSRP.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would have walked out of the dealership.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, we've got another super chat. Thank you so much, Nick T. It says, do all 2023 Stingrays have the new exhaust shape, or is it just the blacked out tip option? Great question. We did go over that earlier, but what it is so far, the black tip has the new shape. I don't know if the performance exhaust, the MPP exhaust on the 2023 has the shape. I think what I saw was a non-MPP exhaust on a brand new 2023, and it had the old shape, and it was.
I think I've seen a new one. I don't think they changed it on the car.
You don't think they did?
And it kind of makes sense because they probably ordered 40,000 exhausts, and they probably have those to carry over. But another good question was ever Jeff asking about the 70th anniversary packages. How many of those will be made? Since basically none of them have been made yet.
No, none of them have been. They haven't released that wheel problem yet. So I think it's an unlimited number, though.
It is.
I think they
haven't put a number.
Well, unlimited based on how many wheels they have.
That's true. Yeah. And we are to the question and answer section of this video. So let's go ahead and start scrolling through these questions. We'll go up top.
And as you get to that, Mike's going to pin in his comments the 2 videos that Chevrolet put out about 3 hours ago. So you guys can all watch them. You should watch them. They're pretty exciting. They talk about the engine, some very specifics about it, and then there's another video on the sound. I learned some things, and Mark and I were talking about before we went live about the variable, what are they calling it?
Exhaust.
Oh, the valves.
The variable valves based on modes and RPMs and how you drive it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's not just the old open close.
Like my MPP exhaust is either open or closed, loud or.
And the difference also is like on our cars currently, weather and tour mode sound the same.
Yeah.
Sport sounds a little bit louder, and then track sounds all the way. Well, on the new Z06, weather is the softest, tour is the next softest, sport's the next loudest, and then track isn't even the loudest. You have to be on the track for it to be the loudest. If you're driving around in track mode, she said that it's almost the highest. Yeah.
Well, so how does it know on a track?
Well, I mean,
RPMs,
it's because you're getting on it like crazy.
Right.
So it's going to be fully open all the time. But if you're driving in track mode around town, then you're not going to be getting on it all the time like that. So I thought that was pretty neat.
Unless you're breaking speed.
For every single gear, there's a different valve that opens and shuts.
Yeah.
To make sure that all the gears sound equally
So it's like a continuously variable valve. Wow.
Yes. It's
So Jeff brings up if your status is 1100 and not in production, you're paying more. But it seems like that's a gray area because that's still a sold retail order at 1100 status. Your name's on it.
I mean, according
to... It probably goes to the dealership. Yeah. There was some people that were talking about dealerships that they were on for a long time. The dealerships were going to honor it. It's probably just a sign of goodwill because you've been waiting for 12 and 18 months.
Yes.
But it's kind of...
I would say it's going to go back to the same thing that happened last year.
I mean, this is the difference. Okay, so here's the difference. When I ordered my 2021, I was good at that price. The dealerships kept me at that price. They didn't have any price increases then, but then prices went up on the 2022s. So I had to reorder in, and I didn't keep. I had to go pay the new 2022 price.
That's right. You did.
This is different. 2023s came out at a certain price, and now they just raised the price mid-year, literally within 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So if you've got a sold retail order, an SRE for the people that or put orders and know what that is. It says SRE on your order number. According to Mr. Conti, it says the dealership has the ability to what is that? Not price match, but price protect that,
right.
And GM will allow that. However, he did say that it's a total dealer option, and the dealer can just use that as an excuse
But
to raise the
it
price.
just means they're going to make $2,300 less.
Well, no, because GM's selling it to them at that lower price.
But I'm not sure is that how it works though? Because it'd be no brainer. Why then they would do it? Because they don't care.
Well, because they want to increase the price because they want to get $2,300 more, and they don't have to have the excuse of selling it over MSRP. Maybe.
Yeah.
They have an excuse to make another $2,500.
Yeah, I think if anybody has questions, they just need to talk to their sales advisors they're working with at their dealerships.
It depends on your dealership.
Mark, why don't you take this Jeff one?
Used car market.
No, right here.
I'm still torn on coupe or hardtop convertible. Wait, they make a coupe? Do they still make it? I thought they switched over to hardtop. Never had a Vert, but seeing that engine is so nice. I just don't know if my OCD will be able to handle keeping that coupe. You know, my OCD was wanting to see the engine. I want to see my fan belt. I want to see my mechanicals of it because I'm a mechanical guy. I work on my other car. To not see the engine is really, takes a while to get used to it. Then after a week you forget about it and you just drive your car and you're driving it.
No, I agree. That novelty of seeing your engine wears off real quick.
Yeah. So, but you can get a clear top now. You've seen on
Yeah, you
Facebook
can.
people buying clear
and then,
tops.
here's my thing too, which made me do the hardtop convertible. I was just like our viewer here, I had never had a convertible.
Yeah.
And what I always said when I had my coupe, I never took the top off because I was always afraid I was going to drop it because my previous one was carbon fiber.
Right.
So I just half the time didn't mess with it. But when you know the hardtop convertible, you push that button, pretty
so
much
nice.
if the sun's down, I'm taking it down.
Yeah.
I'm putting my seat coolers on and turning the AC up, and it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do on my Z06. I really don't. I think I'd probably go towards the convertible.
Yeah, convertible. Even though the engine is.
The engine's awesome, but you know what though? I would probably end up spending $4,000 on that engine to have all the carbon fiber pieces. So,
But
Hey.
I do love the convertible.
Doug, thank you for the question. He says, my question is, will the increase in the new Corvettes increase the prices of used ones? I actually think it is going to.
it has to.
Yes.
If it doesn't increases, it holds the prices.
That's correct. Yeah.
It'll hold.
My
stop it.
car, I check it all the time, and my car continues to actually go up right now.
What's your main site that you like to check your value on? Like if I wanted to go on my.
I'm
which is
lucky.
your
I
favorite?
have access to the Manheim.
Okay.
So
All right.
I go on Manheim. I go to the MMR price, and that gives you the retail price and the wholesale price, what it would go for at auction, basically.
Okay.
And in the last month, mine has gone from about 91,400 up to 94,600 retail.
And that's where you put in your mileage.
Oh yeah, 16,500 miles.
Wow.
Yeah. So I believe it will, Doug. I really do. I think that's gonna, and I think the Z06 is gonna help remain, keep C8 prices very similar, or maybe they might go up a little bit as well because of the fact that it's going to be so hard to get a Z06.
Well,
So
here's
there's
the
the-
question for you, because I may not fully understand the question. Going forward, for every, say, 10 Corvettes made, maybe 2 to 3 are Z06s, right?
Mhm.
But still, when you look at the overall picture, only 10 Corvettes were made. So does that mean the percentage of C8 Stingrays for the
Goes
rest of the year
down.
goes down?
Yes.
So there's actually going to be less
Yes.
Stingrays. And as we
Available.
all know, with the Z06s, I mean, good luck getting a car the first year.
Right.
I mean, it's just...
Right. The demand is going up. The supply's going down a little bit. It's got to make the prices stay around the same or go up. It's got to.
Yeah, unless we see, job losses in the economy.
Right.
What's your favorite consumer site to go to check used car prices? Car
I like Car Gurus. I like Cars.com. I like Auto Trader.
What, KBB.com or?
No, I don't go to that one.
No? Okay.
But I mean, look at Corvette World. They have what? We were there the other day. 7 C8s left. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And other times we've been there, they've been buying cars, and that place is full. 30, 40, 50 cars. They can't even fit them in the showroom.
Yeah.
So they're selling cars. People are buying them.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go
Rob,
with
that's the
another
same question that we were just talking about. You got to get with your dealer. Do you think I will pay the agreed price or the 2020? Well, both of it is you did a 2023 billed and accepted the order
Accepted
and
order.
price, and they went up in price. So you got to check with your dealer.
Yeah.
And the answer you get from your dealer will be different when the car gets delivered. So you better get it in writing, I'd say, or get an email or something from the guy saying,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll protect you, because they'll forget the conversation.
Carrie wants to know, are they saving mag ride supply for Z06? I would say yes. That would be my answer. A very simple yes. What do you think, Matt?
Well, maybe they moved past that because like last week they announced people could get it on their non-Z51. So I don't know.
Dale, yes, you would. You'd open the top.
But it's only
yes, you
30%, right?
would. Dale saying
On
he'd
the
never open his top.
non-Z51,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Z51 it seemed like everybody could pretty much
Right,
get
right.
it.
Yep.
20 spoke all the way? Absolutely.
They look good and they look really good
They
in
look
person.
amazing, yeah. Let's see.
Have you seen the black ones in person?
Mhm.
Have you seen the Spectre grayish
No,
kind?
no, but I think those will look really good though.
Yep.
If you're a stock photo guy.
Yes, that's me. Yeah.
Let's see, I really like.
But it will be interesting, that comment earlier about the 70th anniversary package. How many of those are made?
Charles wants to know what the difference is on the sound for the new exhaust.
I just felt
Louder
like
or
it,
deeper?
Of
Deeper.
what? Difference of what? What are we comparing?
For the new black tips that
Yeah.
are bigger, as opposed
Oh,
to
you said the sound is actually different.
I
It
felt
is.
it was different, yeah.
Wow.
It is, yep.
For the better, for the
For
sure.
better.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, they did a good job with the 20 spoke. Absolutely.
Which you know what though, that goes back to, you know, because we're about the black exhaust, the 20 spoke black wheels. The common theme is GM is listening to the consumers, right?
Yeah.
So when we start talking about colors coming out,
Mm-hmm.
I'm with Mike. They're doing this green, they're doing this purple. It's coming.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna
I
do
think
it.
They're gonna definitely do it.
We'll have to talk to those engineers that we talked to last year at Carlisle,
I
right?
know, man.
Kirk, right?
We got Kirk and Mark.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're both the color engineers.
Yep.
Real quick, I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom because I want to ask you guys a question, and I want to see the answers. Please leave in the comments below if you guys are enjoying this new format where you've got three of us, you know, talking to you guys, giving each of our opinions of things. Let us know in the comments if you really like it. Also, give us a big thumbs up if you're really liking it, if you haven't smashed it yet.
And show ideas and show content for the future.
Yes, we'd love to have ideas from you guys, what you want to see on this show, you know, what you want to learn about, what, you know, each of us has kind of a little specialty that we can bring to the game. So,
Also
So
note
there's
that
a good,
says,
good
I hope
question from Jan A about the resale, because we've seen this with a person that you were
Yeah.
helping sell their car.
mhm.
I think the answer is no. It
Yeah.
doesn't help. If you're doing, and I'm one of those people that have done it, you're basically, if you get 50 cents on the dollar, you should feel that you got your money out of it when you go to sell it. It's
Yeah.
just,
on the what?
I'm
Well,
doing
you're-
modifications. Like if you're adding the carbon
yeah,
fiber,
Yeah.
you're just,
Now, here's the thing. If you add it OEM, like from the factory, that's totally different.
currently.
Currently, yes, that's totally different.
Like
Now,
the
if
side
you buy
skirts or
the
front
car,
splitter.
yeah, if you buy the car and then add all this stuff, it's not going to raise the value of your car. It will raise the sellability of your car, maybe.
Well, yeah,
somebody
because
will
now
want
it's
it
just
more.
dollar for dollar
Yeah.
on the C8s, but even the C7s, like my previous C7 was a 3LZ fully loaded. But if you look at the price delta between that and the 2LZ, it was it was total value on the used market. It made a lot of sense, but
What do you think about Charles's quote? Love the format, but it makes it harder to respond to our responses. Responding to responses.
So you're saying
It's just so many scrolling
Yeah,
by.
and
We're
there's a
trying to
delay
hit
there, too.
everybody.
There's a
We're
delay
trying.
there.
There's a little bit of a
about
delay.
a 2-minute
so-
delay.
um,
But if you
Yeah.
super chat though, you get
That's
highlighted and we
true,
can
that's
see it
true.
Super
easy.
chat, we'll definitely answer it if it's a super chat because it pops right
so
up there.
what we could do, if you guys want, we could start taking questions earlier. Right now, we're giving about 20 minutes for questions, but we could do 30 minutes of questions. Maybe, you know, go that way, and that way we can get to all of the questions. But yeah, I understand. There are literally hundreds of questions in here and hundreds of comments.
I think it was
so,
Steven just said if he's paying 3% over MSRP, is that a good deal? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hell of a deal actually. in
For
this
a
market.
Z06?
Especially if you're,
Stingray,
no,
probably
Stingray.
Stingray.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Especially if you're not waiting. Oh, you said 2022, so that means it's probably used. But yeah, I mean,
It depends how many miles, just like any car.
But again,
How many miles?
what's your option? Try to get on a list for 12 to 18 months? I mean,
Yeah, one question at the beginning said, can I walk into a dealer and buy
Right.
a Z06? Yeah, go to Corvette World or go somewhere else.
Well,
if you have the unlimited funds, you can
almost-
walk in and get the
almost
car.
all dealers, and Mike did a video on this, you can probably link it, was it probably, what, 3 or 4 months ago when you called around to the dealers?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them just said, our list is closed.
Yes.
And I've talked to, everyone I've talked to, I always ask different dealers I talk to, hey, you guys have a list? And they're always like, well, we do, but
Yep.
we're pretty much,
It's closed.
and they almost pretty much tell you, like, look, we're sold out for 5 years,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I mean, I called around to some more dealerships after that phone call just to try and find a Z06 that might be available. And I found some dealerships that sold them for MSRP in some of the western northern states. And they had huge lists, so they could not put anybody on the list. But it was nice to hear that there are more dealers than like McMulcom and Mike Furman and Sioka that are selling at MSRP. It was cool to hear.
Yeah, it can be done. It's just at this point though, the cat's out of the bag as far
Right.
as the car is so popular. You've got we all know people that are first time Corvette buyers that probably just buying it because they hear it's a cool car and they can afford it. Like, and their buddy at the Chevy dealer was like, hey, let me get your Corvette. They're like, all right.
Yeah, it's a lot. What did they say? There's a large percentage of Corvettes being sold to first time buyers, right?
Oh,
First time
100%.
Corvette owners, yeah.
Yeah. So we've gotten quite a few comments stating that they really enjoy this format. I really appreciate those comments. Like I said, if you have any suggestions, we would love to hear them. Let's go back down to the bottom and see if there's any more that...
There we go, Sioka's list is closed.
Yeah, absolutely.
One advice for viewers, and I've already done it, is call around, talk to dealers about the E-Ray. Get on an E-Ray list.
Oh, yeah.
Dealers have E-Ray lists because I'm on it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're interested in that E-Ray,
That honestly,
starting them.
that may be your best bet. If you're willing to wait, 8 to 12 months when the car potentially comes out, you potentially could get an E-Ray
Right.
before you get a C8 Stingray.
Right. Okay, we're running out of time, so we have to pick a winner. So we have to look through the comments here and find out who got closest to...
Do you want to give everyone 1 minute? 1 minute. Let's count the clock.
Okay, yeah.
1 minute. Everyone put in how many miles does Mark have on his 2022 Stingray that he purchased September? Was it the end of September or beginning of September?
And
Trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I picked it up October 1st.
Now I know you've driven it to the dealership. That's 60 miles.
That
You
was
drove,
a-
yeah, because I know
that
where you
killed
live.
me.
You went and got the clear bra put on. That's another 35 miles.
I know,
The
that
Blackbay
was a
70
lot of
miles.
mileage,
You have at least 300 miles on there.
It killed me. If you guys want to see a cool video, watch Mike's old video from last year when I got it and brought it home. That's the best video. We got so many good comments on that.
Oh, yeah.
All my friends loved to see that video because it was the first time I had ordered a new car. So you guys go look at it. But you see in the comments, the comment I made during the video was that I wanted the trailer at home because that's too many damn miles. It was like, how many miles home was that? Like 50
60,
miles?
yeah,
It was
another
sick.
car.
Killed me, and I didn't have any protection on it. Right? No, actually I did. I put the
You did that. Do you
the
still have
Nova
that, by the
Stretch.
way?
The Nova Stretch, yes.
Yeah.
So-
I do have it. The Nova Stretch bra, yeah.
Okay.
So what do we got?
So there's
Oh wow, we got a lot of new
We
ones
got a
here.
lot of new ones. yep.
Jacob's screening it for us.
Okay, cool.
We'll give it let's give it another 30 seconds or so.
Yeah. We got some good...
No
good guesses.
one's really got any big miles on there though.
They know who they're talking
Actually,
about.
they did up further.
Yeah,
I like Eric's 139. That would be the bare. have you?
That's like...
Come on, Eric, give me a break.
Hey, somebody should do the $1 thing.
Right.
Yeah. I think
There's a couple that were close. I saw it.
Does going over count or under? or
Yeah, no, we're
Closest,
doing just the closest.
closest.
We're not doing.
closest
Yeah,
one. I
right.
think we have a winner.
I know there's a couple people that were within 50 miles. It looked like.
It's 10% of what I have.
Well, hey, go ahead and let's
Let's
it
show
time?
them.
Let's show
Let's
'em.
show
Is it
'em.
time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time.
Okay,
Show
we're
'em-
closing
show
it
'em the
right
number.
now.
I'm a little worried about this number because I'm not going to
No
be able
one's
to trade it
gonna
in
go
for a
on
lot
the
of
number. Show
I'm
them
not
the
going to be able to trade my car in.
Show
Corvette
'em
World won't want a car with this many miles
So
on it.
Nick T
Yes.
had it originally, lost it, and got it back with the second.
Really?
Yes. He got 1,100, then he went up to 12.
Awesome. Congratulations, Nick T. You are the winner. 1,230 miles, and as you saw there, he has 1,200 miles.
It's too many.
I have 12,000. 12,000 miles.
I know.
You have 12,000 miles? That's our
So-
secret producer in the background if you can't hear him.
That's right.
And you have how many?
16,500.
1,600, 16,000.
16,000.
12,000 since October.
So,
Holy smokes.
I lost my train of thought.
Nick T.
Yeah, Nick T. Email me at bos2020c8@gmail.com with all your information, and I will get this stuff shipped out to you tomorrow. So you'll have it in a couple of days.
Right, this is the swag from Wheel Designers.
Yes.
So giving them
You
a
got it.
plug.
It's behind you, right? All that
Wheeldesigners.com.
Yep.
Talk to Jose. If anybody wants wheels and tires, he does tires too. He's got the wide range of the different tires and wheels that are out there, and
Yep.
his prices, he's got great prices.
And real quick before we go off the air, one more time, if you want these engine covers, we're going to give them away the first live in July. And the way that you win them is you give a super chat of $5 or more, because every $5 counts as one entry into those side engine covers.
And what's the website for it? It's C8.
It is
C8
C8
Vet.
vetpartsonline.com. So
You got to remember, everybody, I spaced my miles out between two Corvettes. I have my pace car still.
That's true.
I got the pace car and my C8.
Nick,
so.
my email is bos2020c8@gmail.com. And I'll put it in one of the comments down below, that way you can see it. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We look forward to seeing you next week on Live with Brink of Speed, and we'll see you then.
Thanks everyone.
right,
Thanks,
guys.
thanks Ask Griff.
Everyone.
Thanks for the
See
plug.